The Every Given Saturday tour takes us to the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, where we welcome in the host of the Late Kick, Josh Pate. Josh, what a game. First off, before we dive into the specifics, your reaction to what you witnessed there at the Rose Bowl.
It was Caleb Williams. It was the offense. You talked about Austin Jones there. Those guys knew that they were without one of their key players. They knew that they were going to have to put up a number probably well into the 40s. I think you and I talked about that, seems like 6 hours ago. They did it, and now we get to talk about a lot of things USC is doing that people thought maybe 2 years minimum down the road. No, it's happening this year.
Well, we have a live TV here, and sometimes you get some fans getting in there chirping at us. Hey, we talked about this pregame, right? Who's going to step in for Travis Dye? And it's Austin Jones, 21 carries, $120, 2 touchdowns, really the entire run game stepping up and trying to replace Travis Dye. Because we said you don't replace Travis Dye. It's going to be a group effort, and that's what USC did on this night, Josh.
I think they did, and I also think that stemmed a lot, Hakeem, early on from us seeing Caleb Williams just sling it all over the place. And keep in mind, they got into a 14-0 hole. And I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't start feeling really good about UCLA, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. And I think Chip Kelly understood once they got into rhythm, we were going to have to outmatch them. We were going to have to outscore them. They couldn't do that. And it's not because they didn't put up a valiant effort. It's just because, man, here's the takeaway, Hakeem. At the end of the day, Caleb Williams really just is that good. I mean, there's a lot more we could say. There's nothing more that needs to be said. Caleb Williams and this offense are just that good. Yeah,
throws for 470 yards, a couple touchdowns, does throw a pick. But it's the running game that gets it done for the Trojans. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, it was sort of a roller coaster, right? He throws 4 touchdowns, but also throws 3 picks, including the game-sealing one there at the end.
Yeah, and see, that's the pressure, even though Caleb Williams is not on the field, that Caleb Williams puts on the opposing offense. Everyone thinks about him stressing defenses, but when you know, I think they said on the broadcast even, when you know that if we punt, we lose, it puts a pressure on you where you start to try and make throws that otherwise in a game where you knew 20 or 24 or 28 would be good enough, you don't try and make. And Thompson-Robinson is a heck of a player, and they built up to this moment. I hate it for him because a lot of those guys built up to this moment, and then this is kind of how it ends. It's still a really good year for UCLA, but this is kind of how it ends for them. But it's not ending for USC anytime soon.
No, it's not. Caleb Williams, 3 total touchdowns. Dorian Thompson-Robinson had 6 total touchdowns, but 3 interceptions, and the costly one at the end as they were trying to drive and keep the game alive. Instead, USC wins this game and clinches a spot in the Pac-12 title game. What does this mean for Lincoln Riley here in year 1?
Well, I think it means that a new blueprint has been set. I mean, I think a lot of people cautiously across the country have been watching this. Can we really portal a team together and win early? ADs are watching it as well, keep in mind. A lot of people are about to make hires and wonder, can we do what Lincoln Riley did? So whether he likes it or not, whether he was looking to do it or not, he's kind of casting a new blueprint for what the future of college football could be with new hires, Hakeem. And this thing has exploded really, really quickly.
Yeah, and when you talk about this team, we like to talk about the offense. But, Josh, 18 interceptions for this Trojans defense. That leads FBS. Fight on, indeed, for the Trojans D.
Yeah, and it's kind of the style they've had to play this year. They know they're not impenetrable by any stretch of the imagination, but because they know they're not really going to shut you down, they can't afford to take risk. If you're going to score on us, if you're going to throw the ball on us, at least we're going to try and pick it off. And they've done that, and they forced turnovers. You saw it tonight. I mean, tonight really was a hallmark of what they've done all year long. You got Caleb Williams throwing for 1,000,000 yards. You got the defense forcing turnovers. That's the formula. That's the blueprint. It's worked all year.
Monster win for USC as they clinch a spot in the Pac-12 championship game. The kids love it. They love Josh Pate. We love Josh Pate. Josh, appreciate it. Always enjoy the conversation here on HQ, my friend. And hey, you want more from Josh Pate? Of course you do. For more awesome content, check out The Late Kick with Josh Pate, delivering college football the way you want it. Join Josh 3 times a week on YouTube, 8 Eastern time. You can also listen to the podcast version as well. The Late Kick with Josh Pate.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.